Hello, everyone. RPG Kingdom Kid here, back with some more triangle strategy. In the previous video, we did the ending for Frederica, and for this one, we will be starting our way through Benedict's ending. That's right, we're going to do Benedict's one first because fuck going with the Nazis. So he joined forces with the Duchy not only to survive but to prepare for the final stage of his plan. A strategy that no ordinary tactician would come up with. I most certainly not want him as my enemy. Thankfully for us, he is House Wolffort's most loyal retainer. Indeed he is. Though it does make me wonder if everything he has done is simply for the sake of our house or something more. Everyone's sources are deeply rooted in their convictions. Makes me wonder if they'll be able to abide by the Scale's decisions. So yeah, now let's try to convince everyone to go to Benedict's plan. Tell me which tries to embrace Benedict's strategy. This land shall belong to House Wolffort for as long as I draw breath. In consensus to Hyzante is like as not a result of the theft of our kingdom in the name of the... Sure. Perhaps the contributions of our domain and the crystals, coupled with the fall of Aesfrost, would win us unfathomable esteem in their eyes.
Well, what if...
Though the Stanley Seven control the Salt and though nothing of opposing the Roselle to maintain their hold on power. So yes, I see little reason why they would look kindly upon recent converts such as ourselves making such an entrance. And all the while we would know the truth, that the goddess' teachings are a lie.
I don't know.
Precisely. We would meet a swift end, indeed, were they to find out that we know. Yes, there are plenty of reasons to strike them down now. What outcome do you foresee? Provided we have the Salt Crystals of the Del Skull in the hand, victory shall be ours. People of Glenbrook will be treated no better than Norzelia under Hyzante's rule.
I wonder about that.
On what grounds? Glenbrook is a kingdom of unbelievers, and we cannot guarantee every last one of our subjects will take up the goddess' teachings. You're not taking a rather dim view of this? Should think nearly all of them will.
But...
Or at the very least feign that they have, if that is the cause of living in peace and harmony. Perhaps they are as flexible and resilient as you say. Should certainly like to believe so. They are, for better or for worse. Unless it is to tell you now, you needn't worry about the people. Rather, I feel they are too palatable and will learn to hate the Roselle ere long. Well, fuck you!
However,
So you will enact Benedict's stratagem. What leads you to believe we should ally with Aesfrost? Gives us iron, and we already have salt. Together we will cower before Hyzante no longer. People do not deserve to be cast aside or given over to some other nation. They deserve protection, we shall provide. We surrender our last remaining weapon. This one? Absolutely right. Gods will bring inequality, yes, but for the price of the entire kingdom and those who call it home. I remain a member of the King's Guard in my core and would sooner give my life for the people than subject to Hyzante's rule. I doubt King Roland will entertain the idea of allying with Aesfrost, however. He's far too convinced of his own strategy. King's Guard or not, you remain as one of his loyal subjects. Will you not speak your mind and attempt to sway him? Perhaps I should. To keep my feelings hidden would amount to deception on my part.
I don't know what to do.
Give me a moment to reconsider my actions. Alright.
Aye, lad.
Benedict's. Our duty has always been to Wolffort demand its people. We must stop and nothing to protect them both. We control salt crystals and such, so it will be precious to gain. Either this one or the top one. Let's go with this one. Really think it'll turn out the moment they get the salt crystals? Holy State rewrote their history on a lie, just finding God's greed and the abuse of the Roselle Erdor. We've no way to knowing how they might treat the people of Glenbrook from one day to the next.
Are you joking?
I understand your hesitancy, but I think you might be making too much of this. Treating us with respect would be the perfect way to show off how righteous their precious goddess is. And more than that, I reckon you won't go out of their way to make enemies of the Kino so readily. You be okay, lad? Oh, fuck you!
Lord Serenoa.
Why has Benedict swayed you? Control salt supplies, built as it on lie. This one?
Well then.
Indeed, their claims of equal are undone by the suffering of the Roselle and the lies they employ to maintain control of the source. I care little for their deceit myself. Meanwhile, Aesfrost's value of freedom is, in practice, a gladiatorial arena. Glenbrook, too, hides its sins beneath a thick growth of tradition. All nations betray their ideals. Do I have the right of it? Just so. Granted, I understand your fury and the moral imperative that animates it. But what is war if not the clash of two such indigestions? I digress. What we need is strategy, whether to be the win or merely starve off defeat. Wow! Fuck all of you! You all fucking suck. If we side with the Nazis on this one, fuck you guys.
It is time to cast our votes.
I agree wholeheartedly.
Okay, well, she's with us. Shit, I didn't see
I
that.
cannot be swayed.
Well, I didn't hear anyone else. Well, okay, we got Eridor and Anna. Good. We're not
The way
siding with the
forward is
Nazis.
decided. We will follow Benedict's plan and join forces with Aesfrost to lay Hyzante low.
Huzzah. Alright. It's going to be convincing everyone to join with the Nazis. That's going to be the hard one. Alright. Let's see how this goes. Let's see how this works out.
A tumultuous meeting exposes a yawning chasm between Roland, Frederica, and Benedict's visions for the future. Yet only one will emerge victorious, for such is the custom of House Wolffort. As ever, the scales of conviction have the final word. The time has come for judgments to be rendered, and leaders to steel themselves for the outcome.
Of Lord and lineage.
We've chosen our path. We shall ally with Aesfrost and strike at the heart of the holy state of Hyzante.
So you would kiss Gustadolf's feet and bribe him with salt? I cannot abide this idiocy. You will defeat Hyzante only to be conquered by Aesfrost.
We are well aware of Gustadolf's cunning. He shan't take advantage of us.
You would ally with them only to stab them in the back later?
If need be.
Have you no shame?
Says the king who would deliver his own people to Hyzante.
Yes, for that is how we secure peace for the many at the expense of the few.
You know that is not true. Hyzante will conquer all Norzelia if we give them the salt crystals. All will be forced to worship at the feet of the goddess and follow her orders. Just as the Roselle have at the source.
I see House Wolffort is determined to walk their path astride Aesfrost. But as King of Glenbrook, I will not allow it. Lord Wolffort, I command you to march on the duchy and strike down Gustadolf.
What?
You remain my vassal. I dare you to defy me.
Roland, your
Wow.
majesty.
Wow, what an asshole move.
You are bound by nothing, Lord Serenoa. You are no one's vassal.
What are you talking
Oh.
about?
Here we go.
Now is not the
Lineage.
time, Benedict.
Lord Serenoa is not the son of Lord Simone. His true parentage is none other than His Majesty King Regna.
You cannot be serious!
King Regna fell in love with Lady Destra, a commoner living in the Crown City. When it came to light that she was with child, King Regna bowed to pressure from the royalists and had Lord Simone take her in. She bore a son, who you know today as Serenoa, heir to House Wolffort.
If this is true, and you are my elder brother, then you are not bound by my command.
Hold! Roland is the one with the royal ring, is he not? Even if this story is true, is it not Roland who holds claim to the throne?
Roland was not the only one entrusted with a royal ring.
So you possess one as well, Serenoa.
I do.
It is genuine. There is no mistaking it. What Benedict says must be true. I've always admired you, Serenoa. I knew from the moment we met that you were worthy of respect. I always felt you to be my better, even as a leader. Yet I still felt a closeness with you I could never place. Now, at last, I have.
Roland,
All the more reason why I cannot concede to you now. Least of all to you, dear brother.
Dear brother.
Serenoa Wolffort, I challenge you to a duel. To the victor goes the crown.
pray let us think about this.
On your guard, Serenoa. I do not say this in jest.
Cease this quarreling at once! Stop them, Benedict!
I cannot. They must settle this here and now if we are to move forward.
Listen to Benedict. This is not your fight. Do you have the courage of your convictions, brother?
Roland, stop this madness. I have no desire to sit upon the throne. I only wish to aid you in protecting our kingdom, the only home we've ever known.
I have no doubt. You've been a peerless friend. I would trust you with my life. But the truth has been revealed and our paths diverge. You said it yourself. There can only be one way forward.
That has naught to do with our lineage. Our bloodlines need not be shackles.
Shackles? Ha! I have fought tooth and nail to protect what you now decry.
I know you have suffered, brother.
How can you? You who had your father's love, the unwavering trust of your subjects. Who proved yourself time and again so effortlessly. I ask you to prove yourself once more.
Roland, please.
I have toiled in your shadow while you led House Wolffort to glory. I have revered you and envied you in equal measure. I long to be like you. And I long to claim victory over you. just once. I am not worthy of such adulation. Nor am I alone the reason we've come this far. We are all in this together. I knew you would seek to erase yourself from our history if you knew how I felt. Don't you dare shrink from me! Stand and fight so I can best you! I have no will to fight you, brother. I want none of this. But life does not always turn out how we want. Of this, you and I are now keenly aware. You asked me to put aside my feelings when you talked of joining with Aesfrost. Now I ask you to do the same. Prove to me that you have what it takes to deal with Aesfrost and crush Hyzante. That you can cut out a part of yourself to do what you think must be done. Show me you can create this bold new future you speak of! Very well. The scales of conviction have spoken, and House Wolffort shall heed their word. If you would stand in our way and seek to prevent us from walking the path we have chosen, then so help me, as Lord of House Wolffort, I shall cut you down where you stand. Yes! Let us see who is the better between us! On your guard.
Brother!
Seems it was me, dear brother. In the end, I cannot escape your shadow. Kill me. It is only fitting that it is you who strikes the final blow. What will become of Glenbrook? That is up to you. I leave the kingdom in your hands. You have the ring, the royal blood. And it was House Wolffort that reclaimed the kingdom. The people and the nobles will assent to your rule. So long as I am gone.
This is no time to waver, Lord Serenoa. King Roland initiated the duel. The terms are his to dictate. Letting him live will only prolong our troubles.
You think I do not know that? You ask the impossible. My friend, my brother, is not meant to die by my hand. You are cruel in your kindness, Serenoa. I have neither the constitution nor the fortitude to be king. I cannot lead as you can, as our father did. I saw the terrifying limits of my abilities, and sought the sweet release of surrendering to a higher power. Would you have such a coward live? I've watched you confront these parts of yourself for as long as I can remember. I've watched you strive to better yourself, to better everyone. You had my undying loyalty and trust. Oh, how I admired you, my friend. How I longed to follow in your footsteps. And follow you did. But now you must overtake me. I shall. Just promise me one thing. Promise me that you will watch over me. Every breath, every step, every word from my lips. And the moment you see me stray,
You will set me back on the right path.
This I shall do, seeing as you bested me in combat. Farewell, Serenoa. May we never meet again as brother or friend.
Woof.
Not the parting I would have preferred, but as Roland himself noted, life does not always turn out as we want.
Not another word, Benedict. I do not trust
Not
myself
another
to
word,
show
you
restraint.
fuck.
My love.
At least we have settled on a path forward. There is work to do.
Ooh, poor Hewitt. Is he gonna talk to Roland in secret? Well, not secret, but like before he leaves. Yep.
King Roland!
Leave me, Hewitt.
I cannot do that. Or have you forgotten that you are my one and only sworn liege?
Then take this as an order from that liege. Serve Serenoa, as you once served me. I am the only one who need walk this path.
Your Majesty.
Dry your tears, Hewitt. It is unbecoming for a proud member of the King's Guard.
How can you say that? I never expected our parting to be like this.
I am sorry. But there is something I would tell only you by way of apology. My disagreement with Serenoa and hatred of Aesfrost were no lies. I will walk this path, carrying these feelings with me, perhaps forever. But my unwillingness to ally with Aesfrost runs deeper than a personal grudge.
Is it because you cannot trust Gustave?
It is his idea of freedom I cannot trust. In a world of unbridled ambitions, people will stop at nothing to claim power. The strong will prosper, while the weak will struggle to survive.
So if we join forces with Aesfrost, then someday Glenbrook will.
Yes. His ideals of freedom will inevitably create a clear division between the strong and the weak. I cannot abide by that.
I do not think Lord Serenoa wishes for a world like that.
Nor do I. But Benedict will stop at nothing to defeat Hyzante. Who knows what will happen once he joins forces with Gustave?
I understand. You wish for me to stay and watch over House Wolffort.
Yes. You must take care of Serenoa in my place. And Cordelia as well.
You have my word. You needn't worry about a thing, Your Majesty.
You were a loyal and true knight.
I'm so curious when I do New Game Plus
And for that, you have my
how
eternal thanks.
the whole like, oh, this is how much your convictions. I want to see what my convictions level are, and I want to see like how they get increased by how much or decreased. Do they even decrease? I'm curious about that too. It'd be fucking sucky if it did decrease. All right, well, let's Roland out. Who the fuck are you?
Must you go, sir?
I regret to say I must.
He's
I have been idle
alive?
for long enough. But know this. I shall forever be indebted to the Roselle. I know not why fate delivered my battered body to the shores of your village. But I am fortunate that it did. I owe my life to your kindness. Thank you.
You'll have no debt with us. We only did what was right. But where will you go? Safety is a luxury few are afforded these days.
The war rages still, and so long as it does, I must fight with every inch of my being to end it.
A single man can't fix this tangled mess of a world.
Ah, but I am not alone. Every moment my allies risk life and limb without me is a moment I owe them for their bravery. I must rejoin them at once.
I see there's no convincing you otherwise. Very well. But we expect to hear news of your victory soon.
Well, I'm gonna...
I sense the world is on the cusp of great change. Change for the better. When it comes, let us celebrate its arrival together.
I'm gonna fucking hate this. If he can only join us by going on this path, and if that other guy that we got in the last... when we did Frederica's side, only joins us on that path, I'm gonna fucking hate that. I'll be honest, I looked up like, oh, how do these people join you? And I only saw like, oh, you need to be on this side. Like, you need to have done this path type thing. I never saw anything that had to do with an ending at all. Maybe I was wrong. Besides the true ending. That's the only way you could get one person is by going on the true ending. So, I don't know.
Well met, friends. I require passage to see Lord Serenoa.
And who are you? If you want an audience, you'll have to wait behind the rest.
Wait. That cape, it can't be. You're Sir Maxwell. My lord, Sir Maxwell has returned.
My apologies for my abrupt departure, my lord. Full glad am I to see you have managed without me.
Sir Maxwell, you're alive.
Aye, and none the worse for wear, I hope. It seems fate would have me take up my spear once more.
Where have you been? We all feared the worst.
Avlora's fell blow cast me into the river, and its cold embrace washed away my memories, along with my pride. I awoke in a village of kind-hearted folk. I might have stayed there, blissful in ignorance, had news of your exploits not reached them. It was then that old memories stirred, prideful memories, painful memories. My purpose became clear. I must end this war or perish in the attempt. I hope that I have not come too late to make a difference.
Of course not. We would be honored to have you fight by our side. I only hope you can say the same for us, Bronzebeard.
Well then. Roland's instructor in the finest lancer in all Glenbrook, specializes in mid-range attacks, possesses multiple powerful abilities. Neat. Yeah, I changed the difficulty to very easy because I'm, like I said fuck it. Alright, we've already seen Anna's thing, so I'm just gonna fast forward that. She's there. What? Yep. Can just skip it. Can just skip it. We saw Hewitt's thing too.
War broke out soon after that. My promise to teach him is... So I will train. I will fight. Until the skies are no longer...
I honestly don't remember if... No, I don't think these... I mean, obviously, besides the Sir Maxwell one. But... I don't think these side stories really matter in terms of the, fuck me, I don't know where I was going. Oh no. Serenoa. After my battle with General Lova, I found deliverer. I was content then, knowing Prince Roland had been saved. But after returning to the brink of death, I realized that I had given a second chance. And I wished to use that chance to bring a swift end to all this bloodshed. I don't think I even used any of my kudos from the last time. I don't even know if I used kudos before. Alright, let's continue on.
I wish I had never learned of my true lineage. I was happy being Serenoa Wolffort, son of Lord Simon and Lady Destra.
No matter whose blood runs through your veins, you are still yourself.
Thank you, Frederica. But now Roland is gone. Someone's coming.
It looks like Benedict.
I am in no mood to speak with him. Let us conceal ourselves.
Lord Simon, Lady Destra, today I revealed the truth of Lord Serenoa's birth and drove Prince Roland from the city. Lord Serenoa will be crowned the king of all Glenbrook, but this is merely the first step of many. We will use the salt crystals to ally ourselves with Aesfrost and defeat Hyzante. I will see to it that Lord Serenoa becomes the undisputed ruler of all
The
Norzelia.
undisputed champion of all!
He has the strength and character worthy of sitting atop this realm, and I shall carve that path to the summit for him. He did not wish for the position, nor this power. But no matter how much he resents me, I will ensure his success. He shares your blood, Lady Destra, and as such, I refuse to see him at the mercy of others again.
Why would you go so far?
Lord Simon, you were a lord worthy of my life's devotion. You were an equal to King Regna in every way. You could have sat upon the throne, and yet you resigned yourself to life as a vassal and took in Lady Destra at your liege's request. You two treated Lady Destra and Lord Serenoa as if they were no more than pawns to be traded about. Back then, I could not forgive you or King Regna. Lady Destra, even now, I find it hard to forgive myself for being unable to save you. Which is why I will make Lord Serenoa a greater ruler than his father or King Regna could ever be. This is my revenge against myself for being so powerless then. I will not repent. I will devote my life to atoning for my incompetence.
Benedict cared very deeply for Lady Destra.
No amount of regret will change the past. We have no way to go but forward.
My lord, how did the nobles take the news?
They were surprised to hear of Roland's disappearance, as well as of my lineage and intention to ascend the throne. But there was not nearly as much contempt or disorder as I had anticipated.
I also explained that it was King Roland's own decision to abdicate once he learned the truth.
I think it may have been the royal signet that kept them so composed. They took it as proof that King Ragnar deemed Serenoa a worthy successor.
Even if they had objections in their heart, they could not act upon them. There is not a soul in Glenbrook who can deny the might and exploits of House Wolffort. Princess Cordelia would have been their sole chance to challenge his ascension, but she is already within our hands.
Be that as it may, the people must see it as such. I will not be able to get their support should they think I usurped the throne.
Precisely.
In any case, it's hard to believe our young lord's truly the king of Glenbrook.
I never coveted this throne. But we have chosen to ally ourselves with Aesfrost and have driven Roland away. I shan't run from my responsibilities any longer. I will take up the mantle of king to serve both Glenbrook and House Wolffort.
A fine resolve, Your Majesty. We stand with you now, as we always have.
Whew, this is
Thank
a
you.
long one.
Benedict, prepare for my ascension and our negotiations with Aesfrost.
Yes, Your Majesty. I will also continue working on our plans for Hyzante.
We cannot afford to lose this battle. Do what you must.
As you command.
Several days later, Serenoa announces that he is the son of the late King Ragnar, and that Roland, having learned the truth, has abdicated the throne. All suspect that there is more behind the announcement, but House Wolffort has the support of many in the capital city, and so they accept his words. Thus, Serenoa Wolffort takes the throne as the new King of Glenbrook.
Huzzah!
The joining of House Wolffort and the Kingdom of Glenbrook is yet another twist in the ever-turning narrative of Norzelia. One which Hyzante and Aesfrost look on with ever-wary eyes.
Alright, let's do this one first. 77, hear the news. It doesn't take long for the Nazis to hear the news.
I see everyone is here. What might this sudden meeting be about?
Minister Tenebris, you kept us waiting.
Ah, my apologies.
You were all summoned here to discuss the recent political changes in Glenbrook.
King Roland has conceded the throne to Minister Serenoa. Apparently the two are half-brothers.
What? So, this was not a hearing of my crimes.
Do you know something about this, Minister Tenebris?
No. What will become of Glenbrook?
There are rumors that
Tenebris
King
has
Roland
crimes?
absconded,
That's new.
But the people seem utterly composed about the change of power.
Is this not a joyous occasion? With Minister Serenoa on the throne, Glenbrook becomes a vassal nation of Hyzante.
Not quite. We had intended to use Minister Serenoa to pressure King Roland into giving him control over the Grand Norzelian mines. But now he has both the salt crystal veins and the entire kingdom of Glenbrook in his hands. Our window of opportunity has closed.
Precisely. Any attempt to likewise pressure Minister Serenoa may result in us losing more than we bargained for.
He did not strike me as the sort of man to bite the hand that feeds.
He usurped the throne from his own master. We cannot afford to let our guards down.
I mean, sure, I guess that's
Indeed.
one way to look at it, but...
Hear the Holy One's words. We must be wary of House Wolffort. We will summon Minister Exham and his forces back to the city to protect our people.
Understood. I will dispatch a bird to him at once.
I will have our spies in Glenbrook discern Wolffort's true intentions.
We must get our hands on those salt crystals. If House Wolffort dares disobey the goddess, they must be exterminated at once.
This is my chance. If I can bring glory to Hyzante and restore my name, soon I will be.
I did not foresee Serenoa becoming king of Glenbrook. What became of the abdicated King Roland?
Official reports say he left the capital to live a life of seclusion. But rumor has it that he absconded after losing a duel to Lord Serenoa.
Roland concealed his identity and fought hard to reclaim his kingdom. He would not so easily relinquish the throne. The rumors are likely closer to the truth than the reports.
So House Wolffort usurped the throne.
I did not take Serenoa for a man who had cast off the shackles of servitude by force. How fascinating it would be if the caged hawk broke free to soar the skies.
Without Prince Roland around, there is hope yet of restoring our relations with Glenbrook. Perhaps we could ask Lady Frederica to help us negotiate.
Glenbrook holds the salt crystal veins in their hands. No amount of negotiations would end in our favor. A bird that has flown the coop must be shot down. Whether they perish or return to a cage is up to them.
Of Lords and Lineage is now completed. Alright, we're going to keep on going on this fuck train.
King Serenoa invites Archduke Gustadolf to Glenbrook in hopes of securing an alliance with the duchy. Gustadolf accepts the secret invitation and makes his way to Whiteholm Castle. However, the salt crystal deposits uncovered in the Grand Norzelian mines are currently in the hands of Serenoa. A meeting between the two great rulers comes with equally great risk.
Harden thy heart.
What is the meaning of this, Lord Benedict?
It is as I said. The Kingdom of Glenbrook will cease all business with the Norzelia Consortium. The related parties should leave Glenbrook immediately, and any assets remaining shall be seized by the Kingdom.
This is madness. Not only will you cut your ties with Hyzante, but the Consortium as well? How do you intend to get your salt now?
You needn't worry about that.
So it's true. Glenbrook has mined salt crystals from deep beneath the earth.
It is no business of the Consortium's.
You dare slight us after all we've done for Norzelia? The post-war accord said that someone must ensure the fair distribution of salt, and so we did.
and we appreciate all your efforts. However, King Serenoa has no need for the consortium in Glenbrook.
The nerve of you people. Hyzante will never forgive such insolence.
Save your tears for the long road back home. The consortium was only ever good for lining its own pockets. Which is far from fair,
son.
as I see it.
I see now. House Wolffort wishes to see the consortium eliminated in its entirety. In that case, I will return to Hyzante as you said and report this outrage.
Was it right to provoke him? Claris may use his underground connections to stop us.
That was my intention. He will now bring disorder to Hyzante's unity. More importantly, the new Norzelia truly has no need for the consortium and its control over salt's distribution.
The new Norzelia.
The world King Serenoa would rule. I have formulated a plan to bring about that new age. But first, our negotiations with Gustadolf must succeed.
Sir, Archduke Gustadolf's ship will be arriving any minute now.
Thank you. The outcome of our negotiations hinges on King Serenoa's decision. I must speak with him, alone. The Archduke will be here shortly.
Thank you. Our future rests on these negotiations, doesn't it?
Have you read The Power of Salt?
I have. Lord Dragan gave it to us before he died. It contains all he gleaned in his research on salt. I thought it might give us a clue as to how we can convince Archduke Gustadolf to aid us. I understand now just how much potential salt possesses.
Indeed, it is not merely a seasoning for food. We have control over the salt crystal veins. We can use this to our advantage during negotiations.
But this is Gustadolf we are dealing with. Pressure and intimidation will only cause him to bare his fangs. Negotiate poorly, and we will end up swallowed by the duchy in the name of Gustadolf's freedom. What do you think we should do, Benedict?
Before I answer, I would know one thing. Is it your desire to monopolize the salt crystals, Your Majesty?
Monopolize, that means like... I would assume no, right? I'm gonna say no, it is not.
I have no desire to do so. That would make us no different than Hyzante. And seeing as Gustadolf sought to break the Holy State's monopoly, I doubt he would ally with us.
But we will merely be used as pawns, should we give him the salt crystals.
I have no intention of doing that either. Lord Dragan's answers shall guide us. I will use the salt to bring about a free and prosperous Norzelia, greater even than Gustadolf could. If I can prove that to him, I am certain he would join our cause.
Precisely. You prove time and again you are worthy to stand atop the summit of Norzelia. I have a befitting strategy in mind. Lord Serenoa, would you allow me to negotiate with the Archduke?
Very well. We must have him on our side.
And we shall.
Most intriguing. You once refused to bend the knee to me at this very spot, and now seek an alliance as King of Glenbrook.
I could not have foreseen this moment either back then. Nor that you would have your own cousin slain after discovering the salt crystal veins.
I hope you aren't expecting an apology. Have we not usurped the same throne?
I have not asked you here to discuss the past, but the future. I am certain you understand that taking on Hyzante alone is a fool's errand. We must unite if we are to stand a chance.
And you expect me to believe that one of the Saintly Seven wishes to defeat the Holy State itself?
We must prevent Hyzante from gaining complete control over Salt and consequently Norzelia. I even parted from a dear friend over it.
I see. I have no objections to overthrowing Hyzante.
Then let us begin the negotiations.
Silence. I am here to speak with King Serenoa, not his servant.
I have given Benedict full rights to be here. Consider his words my own.
Fuck you, asshole.
So the bird did not break free after all. His vassal opened the cage door. Very well then. But allow me to make this clear. If you wish for an alliance, you will give me the salt crystal veins. They belong to Aesfrost for having discovered them in the first place.
We cannot do that.
Then we have nothing to discuss.
Pray answer me this, Archduke. What do you intend to do with the salt?
People need salt to live. But here in Norzelia, it is owned entirely by Hyzante and the Consortium. Their high taxes make it nearly impossible for some to obtain. Once I defeat Hyzante, I will abolish both that abhorrent Consortium and its taxes, and allow free trade throughout the land. I would ensure that any who desire salt receive their fair share of it.
That would make you the only one with control over salt. It is no different than Hyzante now.
I do not covet riches like they do. Under my rule, the people would have salt. They would finally have freedom. This is the only future before us.
I beg to differ. We intend to make salt available to all. Anyone will be able to obtain as much as they like for a modest price.
You would put control of salt in the hands of the people? To what end?
To change the world with the potential residing within every grain of salt. For example, preserving foods with salt would make life and trade more prosperous than ever before. Using salt in leather and glass crafting could create newer and better goods. Farmers could give it to their livestock, and it could also be used in various medicines. It can even be used in explosives.
How do you know about that?
These are but a handful of examples. If we give the people access to salt, there is no telling how many other uses they may find. Norzelia will enter a golden age of prosperity, and her people will thrive like never before.
Huzzah!
I did not take you for an idealist. I think we both know that the people lack the intelligence for innovation.
They just haven't been afforded the chance. But with the proper mechanisms in place, they can be taught.
They can be taught. They can learn.
I've already started work on a plan to make salt available over the course of several years.
Do not underestimate the people's greed. It won't be long before they turn on their rulers, intoxicated by the power of salt.
The very nation you sought to defeat feared the same, and sought to control them with their goddess's might.
Archduke Gustadolf, I do not fear a free people. I wish to lead them, but will fight if I must. That is why I took this throne. I believe anyone who wishes to rule the new Norzelia should be prepared to do the same.
Tell me this. How did you know salt possesses such potential?
And I would ask you in return, were you unaware of it yourself? It was all written in a book Lord Dragan gave us.
It is the result of his extensive research at the Aesfrosti archives.
Dragan. You mean to say it was the knowledge of one of my own? Had I made him Prime Minister, our positions would be reversed. So this is my punishment for seeing him killed.
Aha.
Very well. Consider me interested in the future House Wolffort sees for this world. As the Archduke of Aesfrost, I hereby swear my allegiance to your cause.
You have our thanks, Archduke Gustadolf.
It is only a matter of time until Hyzante realizes what we are planning. Let us proceed to the War Council.
Lead the way.
War Council. War. Huh. What is it good for?
Glenbrook and Aesfrost
Well, this is
have
awkward.
entered into an alliance. You and I are enemies no longer.
I am glad to hear it. Thank you for joining our cause.
Together, we will strike down Hyzante. For the Roselle as well. I am sure your mother would have been happy to hear it.
Indeed.
Frederica, do you resent me for attacking House Wolffort?
I have come to an understanding of what you hoped to accomplish. Your duties as Archduke outweigh your personal desires.
Precisely. I have no regrets for what I've done.
Neither do I regret standing against you, or slaying Erica and Thalis. Not because I have personal grudges against any of you.
But I hard grudges against those two. They were fucking cunts.
But because my eyes must look not to the past, but to the future.
King Serenoa said the same earlier.
It should come as no surprise, Archduke Gustadolf. He and I walk the same path, hand in hand.
Unless he decides to join with the Nazis, then fuck that. But it's totally understandable. He'd be joining the Nazis. We thought you were the Nazis, but it was actually Hyzante that were the Nazis.
The Kingdom of Glenbrook and the Duchy of Aesfrost enter an alliance. Their combined forces led by Serenoa. Together, they set out to strike down the holy state of Hyzante. Sensing their movements, the desert nation summons Exham soldiers home from their march on the Grand Norzelian mines to prepare for the arrival of the Allied forces.
Ha ha ha.
Though the walls around the holy state have kept it safe for many years, it is now up to Benedict to discern how best to penetrate the goddess's shield.
Are we gonna use that big ass weapon gun?
Benedict, have you finalized our plan of attack against Hyzante?
I have. We shall shatter the goddess's shield with Aesfrost's death knell. We can then storm the capital and take Hyzante. However, there is one problem that remains. Transporting, placing, and firing the weapon will take a considerable amount of time. So we must draw the Hyzantean army's attention away from the cannon until it is ready.
But they might confine themselves to their castle rather than come out and fight us.
We must draw them out. We cannot allow them the opportunity to calmly scout about.
Buying time against Minister Exham's forces won't be easy. The damage will be great, even if we do succeed. Aesfrost cannot hope to triumph alone.
Which is why I have measures in place to ensure our victory. Anna, did you send the letter like I asked?
Yes. I sent an unsigned message to Minister Tenebris. It included details of his and Sorslay's illicit salt trade and their profitable underground arena. I also added that we would report it to the Holy One, and enclosed a copy of the evidence I gathered.
Perfect. Tenebris will fear for his position and desperately look for any way to establish himself worthy of his seat. And what of Claris?
As predicted, he has returned to Hyzante.
Claris was master of the underground arena, and Tenebris his bookmaker. Now the merchant needs someone in his corner, and the saint needs a pawn. With nowhere left to go, the two will join forces and be the ones to throw Hyzante's strategy into disarray. They will do anything to defeat House Wolffort.
I see. We should be able to buy time against their improvised army. But there is no guarantee it will work.
One last letter should be all the push that Tenebris needs.
Another letter?
Signed by Prince Roland, asking for his aid in destroying House Wolffort, who stole his throne. It lays out a plan in which Prince Roland will attack us from behind with his own army, while we fight Tenebris in front.
What?
There is no reason for him to doubt it. I forged his handwriting and sealed it with the royal band.
But how?
Aha.
I made an imprint of his ring when I took it to fake his death. I thought it might come in handy someday.
Benedict.
Everyone knows of Prince Roland and King Serenoa's disagreement. If Tenebris thinks he has a chance of winning, he will take it. Even if the odds aren't in his favor.
I understand. But does King Serenoa know?
No, he does not. He would not forgive me for using Prince Roland as such. This was entirely my cunning.
King Serenoa.
I heard everything. Your plan gives us the greatest chance of victory. I hereby order you to see it through.
Are you certain?
I am certain there's no going back for us. Only forward.
As you command.
Wow.
His decision made, Serenoa marches toward Hyzante, certain a victorious end will justify even the most underhanded means. A letter, forged with his old friend's name, arrives in the Holy State, and all the pieces begin to move according to Benedict's
So it's
plan.
Tenebris that. Okay, so that's how Tenebris gets tied into this. So. Alrighty.
I see. So House Wolffort seeks to destroy not only Hyzante, but the consortium as well.
Yes. They would bring ruin to the Order of Norzelia we worked so hard to build. Minister Tenebris, you must have the Holy One strike them down.
But of course, House Wolffort must be punished for defying the goddess. Were that I able to chasten them with my own hands. Alas, I am unfit to command. But you, Lord Claris, are a master at assembling the mercenaries and ruffians in the underground arena.
It is only natural for a merchant to have knowledge of battle. He must protect his wares at all costs.
How heartening it is to hear you say that. Now I am certain there is no other who could fulfill my request. Lord Clarus, I wish for you to serve me and ride to battle against House Wolffort. You may leave the issue of troops to me.
You wish for me to command your soldiers?
Our odds are more favorable than you think. You see, I received a letter from a certain someone not days ago. Let us defeat the usurpers of House Wolffort together. Signed by King Roland himself.
King Roland? Truly?
It has the seal of the royal family. I have confirmed it myself to be true.
So King Roland really was overthrown. Were I in his shoes, I would also want revenge against such traitors.
He also wrote that he will spring a surprise attack from behind during the battle.
Oh, with King Roland on our side, House Wolffort won't stand a chance against us. Have you
Except that's
anyone
not
else
true.
in this, Mr. Tenebris?
No. You are the only one I wish to share this victory with.
I am happy to hear it. I will do all I can in your service.
Any other greenie? Nope. Alrighty.
When you said you would gather the troops, I had not expected cavalry, Minister Tenebris.
It was the least I could do to ensure our victory. I leave them in your charge, Lord Clarus. Once you defeat Wolffort, a seat among the Saintly Seven will be left open. And I think none more fitting for that place as the Minister of Salt than you, Lord Clarus.
I mean, shouldn't there technically be a seat open already? Because
I think your deeds this day may earn you the position of Minister Idor.
Yes. With this victory, I can erase the sins of my past.
House Wolffort is coming this way. Are you sure you needn't any aid, Minister Tenebris? I know you wish to lead the vanguard, but House Wolffort is not to be underestimated.
Worry not, Minister Exham. I have given Lord Clarus a certain path to victory.
Yes, you may rest easy.
Understood. Then I leave it to you.
Let us watch Lord Clarus triumph over House Wolffort together.
I pray for your victory. Even should you lose, the goddess's shield will protect us.
He's not very confident, but that's fine. Who cares? Begins their feint attacks. The bear Aesfrost to ready the death skull and shatter the shield.
Archduke Gustadolf and Lord Svarog's armies have left with the cannon. They should be able to sneak around the city's southern side and make the necessary preparations.
And let us make our move too.
Finally, I'm ready for a fight.
Do not forget, our objective is to draw the enemy's eyes to us and stall for time.
I know.
Here goes
We'll draw their forces to the western
I
side
don't
of
really
the
have money,
shield,
so.
while Aesfrost readies the cannon to the south.
I was also, I should see if I can upgrade
And
anybody
after they
like I
blast
did.
through the wall, we
But,
pour
yeah.
in and take the palace. Right?
Exactly. We must be cautious. King Serenoa, please speak with the soldiers before we depart. Hearing their commander's words will no doubt raise their spirits.
I shall.
Nah, I don't think I will. We will make our stand against Hyzante's vanguard here. Erect the barricades, solidify our defenses. We must not let the enemy win. The final battle with Hyzante is near. We must make sure we are duly prepared. We mustn't forget that we are merely acting as the diversion this time. We must bring down the enemy here first, to which end we have installed barricades. We won't have much time to rest between the battles that lie ahead. But we must do our best for the glory of House Wolffort. We have erected the barriers just like Sir Benedict instructed. I really hope this works. Seriously? Oh. It's an honor to spearhead the final battle, faint though it may be. I'm going to give this one my all on my honor as a Wolffort. We've joined forces with Aesfrost to take down the Holy State. It's almost like the Saltiron War all over again. I heard tales about the Saltiron War, but never imagined I'd be participating in a battle just as big. You'd think we're up against Hyzante, the biggest nation of them all. The enemy knows this land better than we do, but there's nothing for us to fear. We will stall them with defensive tactics, then cull their numbers. It should suffice no matter who comes our way. I never thought I would be fighting an enemy without Prince Roland by my side. My apologies, I'll focus on the battle ahead. If we topple Hyzante, the goddess' teachings will be no more, and we can free my people. I am raised Serenoa. We will not lose to them. I was born in Hyzante. To say I had no reservations would be a lie. But there is no place for emotions on the battlefield. I will do what I must to see this war to an end. Aesfrost is heading towards the shield's southern side, steering clear of the enemy's eyes. I will take some time until they reach their destination, though. Ooh. Maxwell looks good. Revive. Alright, let's get this show on the road. The Hyzante army comes. Prepare for battle.
House Wolffort, you will rue the day you spurned me. Cavalry, prepare to charge.
The vanguard is led by Claris of the Consortium.
We managed to avoid a battle with their main forces as intended.
Indeed, but their numbers are greater than I anticipated.
Unfortunately so. But Claris anticipates Roland coming to his aid, and has likely let his guard down. This is a perfect chance to cull Hyzante's numbers.
With all due respect, Your Majesty.
I know. I shan't let my guard down. This is the first battle of the war. We must demonstrate our might not only to Hyzante, but Aesfrost as well. Benedict, let the soldiers know of this battle's import.
I shall. Warriors of Wolffort, listen well. This is more than a battle against the holy state of Hyzante. This is a battle against their salt monopoly, their teachings, their consortium. This is a battle against everything that keeps Norzelia chained to the past. This battle will carve the way to a new era, one where we all have salt and all are free. And the leader of that new era will be none other than King Serenoa. Now, draw your swords. For a new Norzelia, for His Majesty, King Serenoa.
For Norzelia!
Soldiers, advance! Strike down the vanguard!
Okay. Decimate their foes. Okay, let us. Unit placements. Why I have her recommend, I don't know. Yeah, you get out of there and you get in here. Yeah, I guess that's fine.
I shall put an end to House Wolffort's arrogance here and now. They will repent for stealing the throne. Won't those fools be surprised to see who has joined our side?
Claris looks awfully confident. That can only mean he's fallen into Benedict's trap. But we mustn't get cocky. We are up against the Hyzantean cavalry. No!
I hate that we only get 10 units for all these fights. Like, why? Why give us 10? We should have fucking 12 at least for some of them. This is bullshit.
Into the shadows.
Ah, right then.
Also, I said this before, I said it again, I fucking hate... I fucking hate their, how they're like, oh, how they get their act again and they can move again, which I think is bullshit. Like, oh, we can act again, and that means we can also move again. Fuck you.
I see a path to victory. It is time to strike. My knowledge grows deeper.
Point me at him! Yeah!
I'll take you on!
Oh, I just realized I never... Fuck me, I should have brought,
To victory!
Now
then.
Should have brought Maxwell into the fight. I don't know why we didn't.
Cool heads shall prevail. Make the most of this.
Much appreciated.
One step closer to our hope.
Maybe next time.
Let me show you what I've learned. With the powers in me, we will make our ideals reality.
Where was I?
Come on!
How? How did you fucking miss? You dumb bitch.
Defeat is not an option. Perish.
How? Fuck you!
The hunt is on. This ends now!
Need I remind you I also changed this to very easy, so that even makes less sense.
There is no mercy on the battlefield. I have your back.
You have my thanks.
Make way!
Have another! King Roland's army will arrive any moment now.
I will end this.
Fucking die.
You've left yourself open.
Shadows concealed.
I would have been pissed if that missed. I would have been like, are you fucking serious?
Looks like I'm up.
That's it.
Fuck you.
Cool heads shall prevail.
Fucking goddamn fucking missed again.
This is what I do. That feels good.
Ah, right then.
Let me show you what I've learned.
Now then, to work. Come on! To further the arcane arts.
Ah, bitch.
Defeat is not an option. This ends here.
Seriously?
Reinforcements! Give them no quarter!
Claris is well prepared. We mustn't let our guard down.
Ah, right then. You are a traitor, Serenoa Wolffort. With you dead, I will take my rightful place among the saints. This is for the have-nots.
My
Seriously?
pride is my shield.
Let us pry out their weakness.
Sloppy. I ain't that slow.
Not a chance.
Don't fucking miss. Thank God.
I feel stronger already.
Ready for battle. opportunity. Allow me. Please, heed my call.
Let me heal your wounds.
Be at ease.
I've been waiting for this! You're done!
No need to panic. It's nothing personal.
Where was I? God. Oh my God.
What is taking King Roland so long?
I swear to God, if he goes right, fuck you. Fuck you. Coin toss.
Defeat is not an option. Now I end this.
Yes, that'll
Time to
help.
work.
It's over.
Let us
Victory
try
is
out
ours.
their weakness. It is time
You
to
have my
strike.
thanks.
I need to get rid of that fucking healer.
That works, huh? Ain't nothing I can't do.
Time for some research. Come on! To further the arcane arts.
I fight for peace. With the power in me.
I never expected to be brought this low with Minister Tenebris' cavalry.
They're good.
Allow me.
Me too!
Oh God.
I've
Fuck
been waiting for
you.
this. Out of my way!
Looks like I'm up.
I could get rid of him. Yeah, fuck, I'll get rid of him.
I've got you one.
Ah! I'm only getting started.
I was played for a fool and lost my composure. I no longer deserve the title of merchant. So this is the end of our era.
Defeat is not an option.
Your orders?
Allow sound strike. Sound strike.
Here I come.
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
Sloppy!
Yeah, it was sloppy because you fucking missed.
Point me at him. You're done for.
Fucking goddamn it.
Yeah.
Now then, to work.
Me too! My lord! I've been waiting for this! You're in the way!
Yeah. Let me heal your wounds.
Allow me. It's nothing personal.
Forward! Death from above!
Motherfucker!
This is the end. Here I come. Try this.
Let us pry out their weakness.
Showing this. Thank you.
Ready for battle. Perfect opportunity.
Where was I?
I've been waiting for this. Come hurts, don't it?
I fight for peace. Blades, heed my call.
A wasted effort.
Cool heads shall prevail.
Make the most of this.
Incredible.
Now then. Hit!
From where shall we strike? That hit the mark. For my
Boom.
kith and kin.
That wasn't so bad. And I can involve someone. Don't know who, though.
I am pleased to report that Claris's army has been defeated.
Good. Now the enemy will concentrate all their power on us.
Benedict, please rest. There are no signs of the enemy nearby. They remain wary, watching us from afar.
There is no time to rest.
I concur. Minister Exham's army is likely our next opponent. We must prepare to intercept them.
Please wait, Your Majesty. Benedict has barely slept since Prince Roland's departure, even if just a moment.
Anna, our feint is not yet finished. We haven't the leisure of resting. I will be ready shortly.
Good. Anna, help Benedict.
Yes, sir.
It looks like it was too big a task for Claris after all.
It shouldn't have ended like this. King Roland was meant to attack from behind.
King Roland? What are you talking about?
I received a letter from His Majesty asking us to strike at House Wolffort together.
A fraud, without a doubt. Likely sent by the strategist, Benedict.
No, it cannot be. It was sealed with the royal band.
That tactician could even forge the royal seal if he wanted to. And one truly hoping to strike down Wolffort would not beseech a man so incompetent as you for help.
Yet they did, and you believed them without a second thought.
But
Now Glenbrook has successfully taken the initiative.
I care not if Claris perished. The loss of so many cavalry is a hard blow to our forces.
Please, Minister Edor, give me a chance to make this right.
You have failed. Do you really think you deserve a second chance?
Minister Tenebris, I should let you know you were not the only one to receive a letter in secret. But the one I have claims you were involved in trading illicit salt and operating an underground arena for profit.
Please, forgive me.
That is for the Holy One to decide. The Hierophant must know of this turn of events. Let us return to the palace together. Minister Exham, I leave the city's protection in your capable hands.
Understood. I shall crush House Wolffort.
May the goddess be with you.
All right, Harden, thy heart is complete. And with that, guys, that will do it for this part of Let's Play Triangle Strategy. In the next part, guys, we will go to chapter... I believe, is it 19? I believe it's chapter 19. So yeah, because this was chapter 18. Yep. So we'll go to chapter 19 and do our battle there and such. So, guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. Guys, if you liked the video, please give that like button a click. And comment down below, check about the video, didn't like about the video, and let me know, guys, what do you think of this path so far? It's very interesting indeed. I'm going to say that, so yeah. And as always, guys, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a beat. And subscribe to the main channel, too. That's in the description below. As well as follow me on Twitter. Both my main Twitter, RBG, Kim Kid Twitter are in there, too. Thank you all so much for watching once again. And I will see you all next time.